Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something pretty incredible, a massive 15-volume series that claims to have found a complex mathematical code hidden deep inside the text of the Quran. For centuries, people have been absolutely fascinated by this question. The whole idea that a holy book might contain some kind of hidden numerical pattern, a sort of divine signature, it's a powerful one. It suggests there's a whole other layer of meaning just waiting to be discovered.
And hey, this is not a new idea at all. You see it everywhere, from Hebrew gematria, where letters in the Torah are assigned number values to uncover secrets, all the way to the ancient Greeks and their belief that numbers held the very keys to the cosmos. This search for hidden order, it's a timeless human quest.
So what if we took this ancient search and gave it a modern, data-driven twist? Well, that's exactly what this ambitious new series does. It argues that the ultimate proof isn't found in some mystical interpretation, but in cold, hard mathematics, hiding in plain sight within the Quran. Okay, so what's the big idea here? The main argument of this huge 15-volume series is that the Quran is built on a mathematical structure so complex, so consistent, that, as the authors argue, there's no way it could be the work of a human being. They even came up with a name for these patterns. They call them pola. They define it as a recurring numerical pattern that's believed to carry real theological meaning, kind of like a mathematical motif that's woven through the entire text. Okay, so where do you even start with a theory this big? Well, the authors say the key to unlocking the whole thing, it's not some crazy formula. It's just one single foundational number that they believe acts as a kind of divine signature. And that number, it's 19. So the series kicks things off with the very first verse of the Quran, the Bismillah. Now, the authors have these really specific rules for counting the letters in the original Arabic script. And when they apply those rules, guess what? They find this foundational phrase is made up of exactly 19 letters.
All right, but it scales up from there. The Quran itself has 114 chapters, known as surahs.
And here's the kicker. 114 isn't just some random number. It's a perfect multiple of 19. It's exactly 19 times 6. For the authors, this is huge. This isn't a coincidence. It's like finding the cornerstone of a massive architectural design. But it's not just about counting chapters. The series claims this mathematical grid goes way deeper, right into the vocabulary of the Quran, creating what they call a symphony of words. Just take a look at this table. The authors say it's proof of this lexical symphony. Words with opposite meanings. They show up the exact same number of times. World and hereafter, 115 times each. Angels and Satans, both 88 times. But then you get to sea and land. Sea appears 32 times. Land, 13 times. Now, if you do the math, 32 divided by the total of 45, what do you get? 71.1%. And that is incredibly close to the actual ratio of water to land on our planet. So you see these examples, and they're pretty interesting, right? But the authors say, hey, this is just the tip of the iceberg. They use this as the launch pad for a much bigger, multi-phase argument that they say is built on solid intellectual ground. The whole 15-volume series is basically broken down into 3 phases. First, you have what we just looked at, these core, simple patterns that anyone can check. Then, phase 2, that's where they bring in the heavy hitters, advanced statistics, prime number theory, complex algorithms. And finally, phase 3 tries to link everything to modern science, cosmology, biology, you name it. At the end of the day, the goal here, according to the authors, isn't just about showing off some cool data. They're trying to build a bridge between faith and reason. They're hoping their methods are so transparent and rigorous that they can get believers, skeptics, everyone, really, to engage with the idea. And that's what it all comes down to, right? It leaves us with this huge, provocative question. What are we actually looking at here? Is this proof of a divine author? Is it just a mind-blowing series of coincidences? Or is it simply what you find when you search a massive text with incredible focus? That's the question the Pola Quran leaves on the table for all of us to think about.